Have you ever felt like something is off in the world right now? Not a small thing, not a minor shift, but something big? Like the ground beneath the global economy is slowly cracking, making a sound too deep for most people to hear, but loud enough for those paying attention to realize a reset is already in motion? Because here's the truth. The financial reset isn't coming. It has already begun. And almost nobody sees it. Not the news, not the politicians, not the workers grinding through everyday life, not the families struggling to stay afloat, not the middle class that's quietly being erased, but the people at the top, the ones who understand cycles, money, and power. They're already preparing for the next stage of the world. And you're about to understand what they see. Because right now, we're living inside a once-in-a-century reboot of the entire financial system, a reset built on inflation, debt, currency decline, technological upheaval, geopolitical tension, and a complete restructuring of global wealth. This isn't a prediction, this is a process, and the process is already underway. Let's go deeper. The reset always begins quietly. If you look back through history, you'll notice something terrifying. Financial resets never start with explosions. They start with whispers. A rising price here, an interest rate hike there, a currency weakening a little, a government borrowing a little more, an industry collapsing quietly, a country changing its alliances, a new technology disrupting the old world. Small cracks, small signals, barely visible, until one day, the cracks spread fast, and the entire structure breaks at once. That's what makes resets so dangerous. They are invisible until they're undeniable. And by the time the average person realizes what's happening, it's already too late. But not this time. Not for you. Because you're about to see the signs. For what they really are. Sign 1. Inflation that never goes away. People think inflation is just higher prices, but it's not. Inflation is a transfer of wealth from everyday people to institutions, asset owners, and governments. It's invisible taxation. It's legalized theft. It's a quiet way to reset the value of money without telling people their money is being reset. In the last few years, inflation didn't rise. It revealed something. The currency itself is weakening. Groceries didn't get better. Your rent didn't get more luxurious. Your car didn't suddenly improve. Your electricity didn't magically upgrade. Your money simply buys less because your money is worth less. A financial reset always begins with the currency losing value faster than ever before. We are already there. Sign 2. Interest rates at war with the economy. Interest rates are like gravity for money. Low gravity, everything floats. High gravity, everything crashes down. For over a decade, we lived in a world with almost no gravity. Money was free, loans were cheap, businesses exploded, stocks skyrocketed, housing prices inflated like balloons. Then suddenly, gravity returned, hard. And people are still pretending nothing changed. But everything changed. High interest rates crush home buyers, businesses, startups, consumers, governments, local economies, national budgets. This isn't random. This is part of the reset. Pop the bubbles, purge the excess, reset the system, prepare for the next financial era. This is the moment in history when the old system chokes and the new system begins forming. Sign 3. The global power shift. America is no longer the unchallenged financial superpower it once was. China is building alliances. BRICS is expanding. Countries are creating non-USD trade channels. Nations are reducing their dependency on the dollar. The world is quietly preparing for a multipolar financial system. And multipolar systems always lead to resets. Because when the global hierarchy changes, every currency, every market, every economy must rebalance itself. We're not watching a decline. We're watching a transition. One era is ending. Another is beginning. Sign 4. Technology that disrupts everything. AI, automation, digital assets, robotics, autonomous systems, quantum computing, biotech, cyber infrastructure, energy transitions. These aren't innovations, they're replacements. Entire industries are being reorganized. Jobs that supported millions are disappearing. Value is shifting from labor to data to machines to algorithms to digital leverage. Technological resets create financial resets. Every single time, the people who adapt rise, the people who resist collapse, and the people who ignore it, well, they're already being left behind. Sign 5. The middle class is breaking. Every historical reset has one brutal indicator. The middle class collapses first. Why? Because they are the group squeezed from both sides. They earn too much for support and too little for security. They work hard, but fall further behind. Their savings get eaten by inflation. Their debt becomes more expensive. Their housing becomes unattainable. Their investments get crushed by interest rates. Their wages cannot keep up with the cost of survival. The middle class is the pressure valve of society. And right now, that valve is about to burst. This is not accidental. This is systemic, and it's one of the loudest signs that the financial reset has entered its irreversible stage. The reset always ends the same way. Every financial reset in history has two outcomes. One, a new elite rises. Entrepreneurs, investors, builders, innovators, adapters, people who saw the shift, prepared for the shift, and positioned themselves early. Two, a new struggling class emerges. People who waited, people who trusted the old system, people who didn't adjust, people who ignored the signals. Which group you end up in depends on what you do next, because the reset is not slowing down, it's accelerating. The next stage will be faster, louder, and harder to ignore. And in the next part, I'll show you who wins these resets, who loses, what assets dominate, what skills survive, and the 5 moves that put you on the winning side. Now that you understand the signs of the reset, there's a far more important question: who will survive this transition, and who will be crushed by it? Because every economic reset in history creates 2 groups, the positioned and the unprepared. One group rises through the chaos. The other group collapses under it. This reset will be no different, except this time, the stakes are bigger, the speed is faster, and the consequences are permanent. Let's pull back the curtain. The 3 groups in every financial reset. Every reset creates 3 distinct types of people. 1. The builders, the ones who rise. Builders don't panic. They don't freeze. They don't cling to the old system. They adapt. They see opportunity in chaos. They understand that the world never collapses. It rearranges. Builders use resets to buy assets cheap, start businesses when competitors fail, use technology before the masses adopt it, pivot fast, acquire talent at a discount, enter markets that were previously inaccessible. Builders don't wait for permission. They move before the news catches up. These are the people who come out of resets far richer than they entered. 2. The drifters, the ones who fall behind. Drifters don't collapse instantly. They drift downwards slowly. Their income falls behind inflation. Their savings shrink. Their debt grows. Their cost of living suffocates them. Their skill set becomes outdated. Their purchasing power evaporates. They don't lose everything at once. They lose little pieces of their future, month by month, year by year, until one day it's gone. These are the people who feel the reset, but never understand what happened or why. 3. The collapsed, those who get crushed outright. These are the ones hit the hardest. People overloaded with debt, people whose jobs are eliminated, people who rely on fixed wages, people with no assets, people with no protection buffer, people who waited too long. They get wiped out quickly, brutally, and permanently. Their timeline isn't gradual decline, it's sudden impact. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people are drifting right now without realizing they're drifting. But you're not going to be one of them. You're about to see the moves that put you in the top group. The builders, the ones who rise during the reset instead of fall. The 5 moves that put you on the winning side. If you understand these 5 moves and implement them over the next 24 months, you will not only survive the reset, you will benefit from it. Move 1. Master the skills that cannot be replaced. This is the most urgent shift you must make. The world is moving from labor-based income to leverage-based income, and the skills that dominated the old world will not save you in the new one. You need skills that AI multiplies, automation enhances, technology elevates, the market rewards, industries desperately need. These are AI-enhanced writing, persuasive communication, automation and workflow building, data interpretation, marketing psychology, video and content creation, sales, always, brand building, digital asset creation, financial literacy, technical problem solving. If your skills can be automated, outsourced, or replaced, you are in danger. If your skills can be amplified by AI, you are unstoppable. This is the skill divide that will separate the winners and losers of the reset. Move 2. Convert income into assets consistently. The wealthy have one rule during resets. Buy assets, not liabilities. Never cash. Because during resets, asset prices are distorted, volatile, mispriced, opportunity rich. This is when fortunes are made. The winners of the reset are accumulating. Quality stocks, index funds, cash-flowing real estate, gold, commodities, farmland, digital assets, businesses, intellectual property, media channels, land, metals, energy assets, and they're doing it now. While the average person hoards cash and loses purchasing power daily, the reset won't punish people who invest. It will punish people who wait. Move 3. Position yourself for the currency shift. The biggest part of the reset is something most people ignore. The dollar is weakening, slowly, quietly, systematically, not collapsing, resetting. And in a currency reset, 3 things always outperform. 1. Hard assets, gold, land, commodities. 2. Scarce digital assets. 3. Productive assets, businesses, IP, channels. Cash is losing value, but value isn't disappearing. It's moving. Your job is to move with it. Move 4. Use technology to 10x your output. Do you know what the elites fear the most? Not inflation, not recession, not competition. They fear the rise of the individual, who uses technology better than the institutions. Because one person using AI effectively is now more productive than entire departments used to be. Your advantage is simple. AI gives you speed. Automation gives you scale. Digital tools give you reach. Platforms give you access. Distribution gives you leverage. You can now compete with people you'd never have been able to compete with before. Technology turns individuals into industries. This is why tech leverage is the weapon of the builders. Move 5. Build a moat around your life. A moat is financial protection, and during resets, moats save people. Your moat includes 6 to 12 months of expenses, diversified income streams, no high-interest debt, emergency savings, income skills, health protection, optionality, the ultimate moat. Because when the economy reshuffles, the people without a moat disappear. The people with a moat inherit the opportunities left behind. The reality you need to face. A reset is not fair. A reset is not gentle. A reset does not wait for you to get ready. It simply happens. And in 10 years, the people who acted during this moment will look back at the chaos of this era and realize that was the chapter where everything changed. For some, it will be the moment they became free. For others, it will be the moment they were left behind forever. Not because they weren't smart, not because they weren't hardworking, but because they didn't move. This reset is the clearest dividing line between the past economy and the future economy, and you are standing in the doorway. If this opened your eyes, tell me in the comments, do you feel the reset happening around you? Because the financial reset isn't a prediction. It's not a theory. It's not a warning. It's already here, and the people who adapt now will become the new winners of the next economy. If you want more videos like this, the ones that cut through the noise and tell you what's really happening behind the scenes, then make sure you hit subscribe before you leave. Because information used to be power, but today, positioning is everything. And your next financial chapter begins right now.